Okay, a quick Tottenham news video, and this one all revolves around the potential of transfer of Neymar from PSG. And there's been interesting developments over the last couple of days in that there's been some positive talks between PSG and Barcelona about taking Neymar back to Barcelona. Now this could have a massive impact on Tottenham in a couple of ways, and we'll discuss those. Interestingly enough, I'm going to be in Barcelona from Monday evening for a few days, so there'll be a lack of videos going on to the channel early next week, but it's going to be quite an interesting place for me to be if that Neymar transfer does go through before deadline on Monday. I will be visiting the Nou Camp, and I'll try and get some video footage at the Nou Camp if I can of the stadium, etc. And I'll try and put a quick video on of that if at all possible. Now, if you like videos like this on transfer news, on Tottenham news, other Premier League top clubs, match analysis, player profiles, click the red subscribe button below, click the bell notification, and you'll be kept up to date of all videos as I upload them. So going back to the Neymar and how this influences and can have a big impact on Tottenham. Now, if PSG do lose Neymar to Barcelona, and it's a big if because it's a big transfer, there's going to be a lot of money involved in this. There's talk that it may have to be on an initial loan with some big upfront fees, maybe 30, 40, 50 million pounds upfront, with a view to the balance of well in excess of 100 million. We could be talking 140, 170 million euros to be paid the following 12 months. Now that's going to leave PSG with a big gaping hole in their attack, and they are looking to try and, if this deal goes through, I understand they are looking at bringing in some firepower in the form of either Paulo Dybala or Christian Eriksen, or potentially both. Now, personally, I don't think they will go for both. I think it'll either be Paulo Dybala or Christian Eriksen. Now, it's no secret that Tottenham tried to sign Paulo Dybala in the transfer window in England. That's now shut, so nothing can be done by Tottenham with Paulo Dybala until January. Now, obviously, if he's still available, he hasn't moved from Juventus by then. We understand that Daniel Levy, has had talks with Juventus, and it would be a natural progression. The deal was tried to be done before the close of the transfer window here, and it was really the image rights that were holding it up, and also Juventus's indecision really as to whether they did want to sell him or not. Did they have a replacement? So it would be a natural progression for that transfer of Dybala to Tottenham to continue in January. However, should PSG be left with a big wad of money in the bank and no centre forward, then Paulo Dybala is their obvious choice. Now, that would obviously leave Tottenham short in a transfer window if they were still wanting to go to Dybala. The other place it affects them is Christian Eriksen, and now it can be argued that this could be seen as a positive or a negative. I know, talking to a lot of Tottenham fans, there are half of the fans that are sort of saying that Tottenham just need to sell him, get him moved on, and then they can rebuild with what they've got, with players that want to play for the club, that know are going to be here for the long term. And it's a really good argument. If he does move to another club before the window closes in the European transfer on Monday, then at least the club know where they are, and they're not got that indecision between now and January and the upset and turmoil that it can cause in the squad. The other school of thought is that Eriksen is a quality player. He's the one player in the team that can unlock those stubborn defences like we saw at Newcastle. And is it worth keeping him and letting him go on a free in 12 months' time? Because, Daniel Levy doesn't need to sell him now. He doesn't have to sell him in January. He can let him run through and let him go for free next year. And there's an argument for saying he is one of the best, most creative players in the squad. And, if we were to sell him now for 20, 30 million pounds, really, would it be better keeping him for the season? So there's two school of thoughts, and I can see both sides to the fence. as to which is better. But inevitably, it'll be the player that really controls it. And, should PSG sell Neymar to Barcelona, they've got that money, they're going to want to reinforce. Then if they come and wave a cheque in front of Daniel Levy's nose, then it's pretty conclusive, I think, that he would accept the money and let him go. So a lot although the English transfer window is closed, a lot can happen in the European transfer window that can have a knock-on effect for Tottenham. And the two names that are coming to the forefront really are Paulo Dybala and Christian Eriksen. It'll be interesting to see how this plays out. It's a massive transfer is the Neymar one, and it's by no means done. It's at a very advanced stage. There's been some positive talks there between PSG and Barcelona, try and find a way of making this deal happening. And if it does before Monday, you can bet your bottom dollar that PSG are then going to be looking at Paulo Dybala and Christian Eriksen, or either of those as a replacement. So it'd be interesting to see how this one unfolds. Like I say, it could be an interesting place. It's purely coincidence that I'm in Barcelona next week, but it could be a really interesting place to be Monday night as this one unfolds. Hope you enjoyed a quick video, just a quick news update on this one. Like I say, if you like the videos, give it a thumbs up, and if you aren't already subscribed to the channel, click the red subscribe button below, and I'll keep you updated of all further Tottenham news and other Premier League news out there. Thanks again for watching.